Sorry about that. Doesn't usually. I don't usually make you guys wait that long. Oof. Sorry. I had a personal bout in the bathroom. I will not expand upon it. Don't worry. This isn't that kind of channel. Look! I was able to find an image of the Bernice pose that I wanted, that I couldn't find yesterday. I had to settle on a different one. I had to settle on this one yesterday. But I don't have to. As nice as this is by Nerd Fury, this is the original. So a little more. It's a lot more dynamic in terms of posing. So let's see. Since we are still in the rough draft phase, so I can attempt to try and match the pose. And this is part of the reason why I like separating the limbs into different folders, different layers, so that moving things around becomes a lot more, it becomes easier. So we're gonna just go ahead and hit the ground running. Excuse me. My brain and my mouth are not as one today. Still can't find a replacement lid on my Hydro Flask. Oh well. Because I went from, oh, I gotta go find one, to, I'm looking everywhere, can't find it. And then the beauty of having certain layers. Whoops. In the same folder. Wait, where is it? Nope. Legs. Where's the body? Legs, body. This is just a hand. I can move this up. Oh, it's off center on the screen, sorry. Let me fix that. Or let me try to fix it. Here, let's do this instead. There we go. Make my adjustments here. Is the music okay? Music's fine. Turned up a little. I have the fan on. It's a little warm today. There we go. Alright. Let's get this pose a little bit more dynamic then. Oh! So I went wrong. Oh, come on. There we go. Excuse me. First, let's focus on the torso. And our left, her right leg. Let's just cut it in half like that. gotta wait a bit. There we go. I'll move it a little bit too. A little bit again. It's not gonna be exact, but I'd like to get it close. Let's make it bigger. And then we're gonna move, we're gonna re-angle the thigh, re-angle this calf part here. There we go. I really need to label these layers. It's already looking good. Now this leg. Just gonna redraw it. Why did I use brown? I guess that's just the color I had. I know it happened yesterday and I forgot all about it. Oh man, I need to work on my posture. Gotta get a salon pos patch. My upper back, right between my shoulders. A little bit sore still. Oh, I gotta move my hair out of the way.
Na 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 Elmo's world. Na 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 Elmo's world. Elmo likes his goldfish, his crayon too.
That sounds like Marge.
Marge likes her blowtorch, her crack pipe too.
Have to move her chest up. See, it benefits the... It's a good thing I made this piece movable. And then we can... Did I separate the head from the rest of everything? Yes. Head and face and neck are all in the same layer. So that'll make this a little tiny bit easier. don't want to mess with the neck too much. I want to tilt it a little. Her head, I mean, not the neck. I need to upgrade my RAM. It's so expensive. Yeah, we have to wait a bit. It's processing. It's using up a lot of memory. I gotta clear up some space. Just so I can have some more computational power. Rudy, hello, hello. How are you? I'm just changing up the pose a little. Because I was actually able to find the image that I wanted, that I couldn't find yesterday. Very nice. Pretty good, because my VTuber son was debuted last night. Pretty interestingly bamboozled because I saw a recent Pan Piano's thumbnail. Congratulations, you're a papa. Or a mama. How does that work? Yeah, when you rig, you're the mama. But when you draw, you're the papa. Ah, you're a papa. Congratulations. Pan piano. Oh. I have to do some research. I'm still here. Still talking. Oh, come on. I gotta get a new mouse. I gotta get new fingers. Oh! Since I designed and rigged it, so I might be dams. Oh, you're the dom. You're the mama and the papa. Oh! 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 I think she's finally reached a point where she's just where Pan is just doing it for fun. Whoa. Yeah, she's got to be just doing it for fun now. Wow, they even got her to do the... They got her to advertise the figure. Mm-mm. Yeah, she's bad. She's good. She's bad. And then her face reveal is just some dude. No, I completely forgot she played piano. I'm gonna be honest though, I can't remember the last time I clicked on a pan piano video. I think it was years ago. I can't play the piano. I mean, bad. Bad. She makes me down bad. But in all honesty though, not to dismiss her ability, I can't remember the last time I actually clicked on a video. Again, not to dismiss her in any way, shape, or form. Because the piano is hard. I'm gonna be like... I think I might be better off, instead of working with this temporary piece, I should just redo it. Redo the chest. Use this as a base. I think the last time I clicked her video is when she covered the O0 Subaru theme. Oh yeah! Yeah, that was a while back. Right? No. It was recently. I think the last time I clicked on a video of hers was... Actually, I can figure that out. I can go figure that out. No, this isn't another excuse to go onto her channel. No. It should tell me. Yeah, it was back before she started making these racy thumbnails. It was way back. I remember I became too embarrassed to click on them. Whoa. We're already like 2 years back. Oh, I think it was when she was doing the Evangelion. An Evangelion song. It was years ago. You know, how a person decides to conduct themselves and how they approach their channel and how they present themselves on their channel, that's their business. What works, works. What doesn't, doesn't. And that's that. I think what's important is that she's not hurting anybody. You know, until she starts hurting people and herself, that's when we've got problems. Oh, okay. 5 years ago. Oh, it was Red Dead Redemption 2. That was the last time I clicked on a pan piano video. 5 years ago. She's wearing very modest clothes. It was long. I knew it was long before she started doing the racy thumbnails. Her view count was anywhere between millions and hundreds of thousands before she started doing the sus thumbnails. Yeah, the ending song. That's the way it is. She covered it 5 years ago. It was long before she started cosplaying and posing provocatively. It just kind of comes out of nowhere when she started doing it. Yeah, she started cosplaying and it did not change, well, too drastically, how many viewers she would get. Because she would already get like millions before she started cosplaying. So she's definitely doing it for fun. She's doing it because she wants to. Maybe she already found her potential. Yeah, she's a really skilled pianist who happens to be very attractive. She's a very skilled pianist. Yeah, phenomenal. If that's what she wants to do, then, you know, I'm not going to complain. She's great at what she does. And that's that. But again, I haven't watched her in years. I haven't clicked on a video in years, but I've seen a lot of thumbnails and I see her on Twitter a lot. Maybe I shouldn't use purple. Use blue. I'll use red, like a darker red. No, I'm using it for the hand. How about brown? Let's use brown for tits. And I gotta keep in mind that they're inside of a shirt. Her tits, I mean. So they're not like loose and free. They are contained. Even spacing between them. Add a little shape to them. Because that's the way I like it. Something that I wonder about anime or Japanese culture, school uniform has been the most common outfit choice for characters. That is true. Now, most of the time, it has a lot to do with them being set in high school. But what's curious about Nemia in particular is that she's in college. So she's wearing this outfit for fashion. And I think there's some kind of subculture for Gyaru girls. They wear something that looks like a school outfit, even though they don't have to wear it. Very peculiar, because she's at least 20 years old. Or at least 19 years old. Or however old you are when you go to college in Japan. take the torso. We're gonna angle it to a little bit more too. The upper torso, I mean. Yeah, I think Yarrow in Japan are also already graduate. They already graduated and they still wear uniforms. I guess it's because the timeless style of fashion. It is. Very timeless look. Yeah, timeless. Quite a timeless look. I like it. It's nice. It's really all I have to say about it, though. I don't have any grander analysis. It's just, I think it's neat. Simplify the shape. Maybe I should bring this up instead. Make it a little big. Yeah, this'll do. I don't really know what I'm doing. Just making it up as I go along. To think about school, I guess US schools no longer have uniform policies. Is there any schools that have same uniforms, white top, and for the bottom is red for elementary, blue for mid, and gray for high school? Whoa. Private schools in the US, they can choose to have uniforms, but most of the time it's just Catholic schools that do that. I did attend a elementary school that had uniforms for like the first 2 years I was there. But then they started getting more creative. They started having more options for uniforms toward the end of the second year. And then the third year we didn't have to wear uniforms at all. We could wear whatever we wanted to. You know, with some restrictions. Certain colors were not allowed. Red and blue, in particular, were never allowed on campus because of their connection to gangs. And so I was never allowed to wear red or blue. And I remember the first thing I did when I graduated high school, I bought red shoes and a red backpack for college. I still have them. Because once you get to college, nobody cares what you wear. Nobody cared about what I wore. Oh yeah. But pretty much public schools, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you wear. I think it would be uniforms would be fine if they're provided to the students. Because I don't like the idea of forced uniforms, but you have to pay for them. Because then that means whoever's supplying the uniforms, they can charge whatever they want to. And I don't like that. I think that's smelly. It's stinky. I guess my time in college, my outfit choice is pretty much black t-shirt and jeans. Unfortunately, my long hair making me look 2004 emo. Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I have long hair too. Although I was basically a walking stick in college. I never really had time. I never gave myself time to sit down and eat a proper meal every day. So I would have something quick and easy for breakfast. For lunch, I would have a Pepsi or a coffee with like a Cliff energy bar. And it wasn't until dinner that I have like something that was at least 500 calories. And so I was just this walking stick. And I had no idea that I was so scrawny. Until I tried to put on I had skinny jeans from my college years, and I tried to put them on during COVID when I started exercising and eating 3 square meals a day. My calf got stuck in the thigh of the pants. So my calves now are as thick as my thighs were back then. That was a really skinny dude. And my legs aren't even that big. Like, that's not good. I think, yeah. I should have eaten more, but I had a finite amount of money in college too. So I was just, and everything on campus to eat was expensive. It was like $25 a meal. I only had $50 for the week. So I had to be really smart with my money. In terms of fashion, these days I just wear a lot of denim. I guess it wasn't really much different than it was in college. I guess survival as the fittest, plus buying meal in cafeteria sometimes has extra tax. Yeah, and then it was just, at college, it was just, they had food there that you could go and buy, like a restaurant. But it was really expensive, and it wasn't really all that great. Except for the breakfast burritos. Those were the best. But they never made enough of them, so you had to get there, like, early. Very early. So if you did not have early morning classes, you were just not going to get any burritos. Things are getting a little bit messy now. So it was so popular. It was delicious. Hands down the best. It had egg, tater tots, ketchup, sausage. If you wanted the sausage. If you didn't want sausage, there was a bacon option. And if you didn't want meat, there was a vegetarian option where they replaced it with spiced peppers. All three of them were delicious. Oh, and cheese too. They were big. They were like half a foot long. And they were like at least 4 inches thick. You ate one of those, you were set until lunch. Especially if you had breakfast at 6 and you didn't have lunch until 12 noon. 6 hours. They'd make like 20 or 30 of them. That was never enough. And then they would have a second batch. They weren't as good, but they were still really good. The best. Although I hear these days they had cost cutting at my university because the budget isn't as high. Even though tuition went up. They spend less on food, less on everything, really. Have you ever had nachos with vegan cheese? As I went to a baseball game at my university the other day. And they had vegan cheese nachos. It's like, that stuff's plastic. And it barely tastes like anything. It's so sad. And I think that's probably something that they're doing with the burritos too. I can only imagine. I hope they still have those burritos. Vegan cheese, what's it made of? I've got no idea. Maybe some kind of plant-based proteins? I just know that it doesn't melt. It gets hot, but it doesn't melt. And you start to wonder, like, are you sure this isn't plastic? Well, I mean, it does melt, it just doesn't become all creamy and gooey. So that shit's gotta be expensive. There's no way they're saving money on this. Oh, that's her butt. I forget how large Bernice's butt is. Until I see a picture of her where you can kind of see it. Like right here. That's not just her thigh. And then you got some action here going on. Again, not just her thigh. It's like right here. Oh, I see. Maybe cheese in Indonesia is actually the vegan variant because they don't melt at all. Whoa. Yeah, no. And then there's also dairy-free cheese. But no, in my experience, dairy-free cheese still melts. I think. Yeah, because cheese has to like become all gooey and melty at certain temperatures. Maybe not all cheese does it. Making the skirt's gonna be a challenge, but I guess pleated skirt's not that hard. Thankfully, Nemia's skirt doesn't seem too pleated. Because it splits here. And then you can see her spats. And then she has a sweater around her waist here. Tie's gonna be fun. Yeah, the pleated skirt's gonna be fun. I'll get there when I get there. I won't worry about it now. Not gonna let myself get worried about it. So technically the hip should actually be more like this. Since the leg is coming over it. Like that. Oh, it's a cutoff skirt. Yeah. I don't really understand it. I guess the artist who drew her concept design, that's just kind of their thing. Because I can think of at least 2 other characters that have a skirt like this. There's Suki, the robot girl who also has a human form. Then there's and then there's Suki 2.0 that has a schoolgirl outfit. And both of their, Suki 1, the Suki robot girl, her skirt does not do this. But Suki 2.0, the other robot girl with the schoolgirl outfit, her skirt does this, too. Almost exactly the same skirt. To the point I would argue they probably reused the asset. I'm not complaining. Oh, it opens on the other side. Oh, it opens on the other side. It opens on this leg. So then that means I can do something. I think this cutoff is more suitable for the long skirt. The short one doesn't really make sense to me. I agree. It makes absolutely no sense at all. Because then I can do something. It's 2 sides? Yeah, no, it's it only splits off on this side here. So what we can do, the skirt ends up doing something like this. Oh, this might not work out after all. Because the skirt ends up doing something like this. Or something like this. And it can fully expose this thigh. Right here. Okay, this can work. And then we can deal with the sweater later. Yeah, no, it's not a two-sided. It's not a two-sided. It's not split on both ends. That would make even less sense. Although I would not put Fortnite. I wouldn't put it past Fortnite's designers to try something like that. In fact, I think maybe they have. Oh yeah, Shohei Ohtani. He has 2 skins. I don't know if they officially unveiled them though. So this pose is different for Bernice because her skirt goes all the way up to her waist. I mean, to her belly. This skirt rests at her waist. Nemia's skirt rests at her waist. So I think before proceeding, how am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna rotate the canvas so that it's in landscape rather than portrait. And then I'll shift the sketch accordingly before I proceed. gonna save it here in case something goes wrong. Oh, it's already saved. Canvas properties. Flip. I'm using a B4 sized paper, which is then Clip Studio Paint has their own measurements. 17:197 width, 12:142 height. Resolution max at 1200 dpi. I don't know what any of that means, but there you go. Oh, the doggy's head got cut off. Hold on. I don't like that. Okay, good. Except for Nemia. Everything's in one folder. Perfect. So I'm gonna move the dog. Gotta make sure I don't get any of her hair in there. The love of a dog is eternal. My body, Douglas. Do not laugh. Canvas properties, switch. Perfect. It's a Snoopy dog. It's a beagle. I don't know how to draw dogs. This is the best I got. It's the best I got. So I'll take this. Move it over here. Take this. Move it over here. Oopsie. Take this. Move them again. Move them over here. Back to the top. Move her down. Oh, my computer doesn't like this. It's better to do it now rather than later. Oh, I made her a chesty. Oh. I didn't realize that. I did that. Yeah, it works. Is that right? I'll have to mess with the pose a little, but this'll do. Some of the guys on the Fortnite Twitter might have a field day with me, but roses are red. I love cats. Coconut has now entered the cat. Coconut, get out of the cat. The cat doesn't want you inside it. What are you doing? Hello, Coconut. How's it going? How are you today? So we were talking about dogs. Snoopy dog. Oh, that chat. No, I read it. Not the cat. Kenneth? Kenneth. Yeah, it does say. Oh, yeah, it says chat. My mistake. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this thing to finish rendering. It doesn't like that I did what I did. So we might be here a while. I need to upgrade my RAM. Oh, but I really, really don't want to open my computer. Starting to think about all the stuff I need to clear out of my system. Maybe I need to delete Baldur's Gate again. Because the more storage you use up, the less your computer has to work with stuff. I mean, to work on stuff. So you have to free up memory regularly. I have a lot of drawings I haven't finished. Maybe it's time to purge them. They take up some significant space on my computer too. I have to go through them again. Oh well. Oh, and then I'm also streaming. I got music going on. What happened to Boat Goes Binted? Oh no! I don't think he survived the page flip. The page flip of 25. I completely forgot about him. Oh, that's okay. I can just draw him again. It's no big deal. It's fine. Probably. Maybe. Alright, it doesn't usually take this long. Oh wait, you guys can't see it. Ah, it's okay. It's a little loading screen. Nope, can't do anything. Alright, let's take a look at the... Whoa! Clip Studio Paint's using 8,800 megabits of memory. That's 86% of my memory. Okay, it's a little less than that. Okay, it's a lot less than that, but still, that's huge. Yeah, I definitely need to clear out some space on my external state drive. My solid state drive. He died. He's not fine. He's fine. All right, so. Whoa, I don't think I've ever had it take this long before. Maybe I should be worried. Maybe I should go, I'm gonna go ahead and delete some stuff I know I'm never going to work on again. You guys won't see it. So I just received a post from my friend. What universe you gonna be based on this month? I was born. I got Narnia. Oh. Your best friend is going to betray you for Turkish delights. That sucks, man. Excuse me. Yeah, at least betray me for Kinder Joy, at least. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least betray me for a better food. It only slightly hurts to have to delete these drawings. Kinder Joys are the best. Yeah, they are. I haven't had one in a while though. Yeah, the little chocolate. Kawaii Ryu, hello. We're waiting for my we're waiting for the image to render so I can get back to work. But it's taking a while. Background music is so common. Yeah, thank you. It's the same one that Ina uses when she did her drawing streams back in the day. I actually don't know if she still does. I haven't watched any VTuber in a while, except for Mint and Iris. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and Randon from time to time. I think I'll keep that one. Delete. So I have some folders I had to resize so I could post them onto Twitter. Maybe I'll delete those instead. But then again, they're not the master copies. Get rid of that. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, no more adjustments. From now on, if I need to make an adjustment, I'm just gonna draw it. Oh shit, I see something I want to move immediately right now. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. Gotta keep telling myself. But yeah, back to the music. I picked this song in particular because Ina would always use this song. She used to have draw-along streams or sketching and doodling streams every Sunday. I'd be able to watch. This was a pre-Red era, mind you. Back before I was a VTuber. That would mean it was also during when the world was shut down. That was 5 years ago. It's one of those things where it feels like it happened both yesterday and 100 years ago. Very strange. Very odd how that works out. I'll deal with the hand later. I'll just keep the hand solid like that. Is it from a Pokemon game? It's kind of familiar, but I can't place where it's from. See, this song is Ina's song, but it's one of those royalty-free songs that you can download at Dova Syndrome. I think that's what it's called. That's where I got it. What was it called? It has a name. Oh, it's also from... It's in Solorado. Help YouTube by answering one question. Which of the following brands do you have a positive opinion of? Persol, Ray-Ban, Warby Parker, Gucci, none of the above. Yeah, in Solorado is what it's called. It's also from Muse Dash, apparently. Huh. The more you know. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a version of this particular song that's used in the trophy room in Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's not quite the same, but it's very similar. It's making me think of the music from the stores or something from the old DS Pokemon games. That's interesting. Actually, I have a DS? I do too. I don't have the original DS, but I have a DS Lite. Black. It has Super Mario 64 DS stickers on it. Glossy orange one. Ooh, fancy. Mine was black. Glossy black. Then my brother got a teal, ocean teal 3DS. Oh, it's a DSi. Oh, I have that too. It was a baby blue, powder blue. We also had a large DSi, but I broke it. It was blue. I broke it. Didn't mean to. And we also had a 3DS, and we also had a 3DS XL, which is the larger one. It was black. I played the shit out of Link Between Worlds on that one. Holy cow, I played a lot of it. I really want to get Cooking Mama games on it, but I have to buy one for like 20, 60 bucks. That's the cost of retro games. Got a light pink DS and a red and black 3DS. Nice. Oh yeah, the metallic rose. That was a nice color. I think that's all they have at GameStops now. The pink ones. And if you want one brand new, that's pretty much the only color you're gonna get. Metallic rose. If you can find them, that is. Doo-doo. Alright, so that skirt's temporary. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. No, 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 shh. Wait, what's this? Ah. I knew that Randon used the song, but I didn't know Raina used it too. I use it too. No. No, Huh. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Raina using that song. That's the song I use. At the end stream song. I'm not ending the stream, I just want you to listen to the song. Oh, no, hold on, sorry. Still here, still here, still here. Still here. Still here. Sorry, I need to organize my stuff. Okay. Alright. The DS shop is permanently closed and I'm sad because my DS doesn't have Flipnote Studio on it. That's too bad. That's a big F. Man, that sucks. There's some good stuff on it, but I don't think you would even be able to access any of its catalog, even now. I think somebody might have been able to recreate it, or at least recreate access to it. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Move this down. At least I have Mario and Sonic at the the Olympic Winter Games. Those used to be good. I had that on the Wii. I loved the hockey, as it just felt so energetic and fun. It was before EA started, you know, being EA. Oh yeah, and my favorite part about that game, Mario Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games in Vancouver, was the large hill. And then the announcer was like, individual large hill! Individual large hill! And then how excited he was to announce that you lost. It's like, you lose! But then when you won, it's like, you win. He hated that you won. That always stood out to me. Strange delivery. It's like he didn't really understand what it was he was announcing, and somebody just told him, hey, say it like this. Large hill was awesome. Yeah, it was... You just went down a hill and then you jumped off of a big ramp. And then you had to, like, hold some kind of position. You had to hold a position. I never understood how it worked. I love what... It's really cool to watch. I wouldn't say I love it. I had a Pokemon art game and an Art Academy game on mine, but I didn't know how to get pictures off it to my phone to post, so I'd take pictures of the screen. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's like, you lose! You win. And it always stood out to me. It's like, what's this guy's problem? What did I do to him? What's his deal? Rib. People like to see others fail more than succeeding. That would explain why Fail Army's still around. They're basically America's funniest home videos, except they don't have to pay anyone. They can take other people's videos that other people send them, and they get to repost them for free. I know that's a very cynical way of seeing it. But I never hear anything about anybody making money off of the videos. It's on Fail Army. You won't be able to see... Whoops. Her belly button. But I'm gonna put it here anyway. Never heard of it? Oh, right. It's just a big... It's just some YouTube channel. It's more of a group. It's more of a group of people than just one guy. But basically, it's just videos of people smashing into each other. You know, basically anything you can think of, any funny thing that you can think of on the internet. I used to love America's Funniest Home Videos as a kid. Me too. Me too. That was the jam back then. Tom Bergeron. Oh, wait, hold on, this doesn't work. This would be more like this. I know I said no more adjustments, but I'm gonna redraw it. Something's just not working. With the chest. Well, in all reality though, Because I'm not going to do the form-fitting thing. Her shirt is tight, but it doesn't, like, you can't see individual breasts in this shirt. I like that. Oh, that's what's wrong. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I figured it out. There we go. I like that. So think about it. What was my favorite video back when YouTube didn't have dark mode? Oh, that was a long time ago. 2 coconuts. Yes. 2 coconuts. This one should be a little smaller. Don't want them too big. There we go. Oh, not you, coconut. Just the one. We're talking about the ones on the screen. That's better. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have the shirt, do the shirt thing. Like this. We'll just have like a mock-up real quick for how this will go. The shirt thing where it goes over. That's not me in the drawing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You worry too much. It'll be a tighter shirt, but not tight. And the shirt will actually go up and around. We'll have some semblance of the buttons here. Oh wait, no, that would. And then the tie. Oh my. That would be pretty. That would be pretty goodbye. When Net Cafe was a thing in my place, I only had 2 choices. Watch YouTube, play web games, or make an account online game. I think most popular game on Facebook was Dragon City. Dragon City. See, I didn't have, when I was a kid, I didn't have steady access to the internet. I don't think anybody did. I had to go to the library. No, a lot of kids did, but not me, not my house. Everybody was already messing around with Wi-Fi. YouTube was becoming more popular, but it wasn't really a thing. And a lot of kids in elementary school had MySpace. Yeah, MySpace. Although I think at that time it was being phased out and Facebook was moving in. So about 2007, 2008. I didn't have internet access then. My parents thought if we had internet, we would become abducted. I'm not kidding you. We only got internet because my mom got tired of taking us to the library. Suddenly the fear of getting abducted just kind of disappeared, I guess. But, you know, I'm grateful. But as a result, my brother and I started online games very late. Your library kid? That's so blessed. I wonder what kind of books he read. Yeah. I read a lot of different kinds of books. Let's see here. I read lore books for Star Wars. A lot of my foundation of how I draw and how I started this mannequin style body start. When I start drawing these bodies, and they have like this ball mannequin style. I saw it in a how to draw anime book that was in the library. It was a technique used ages ago. I don't know if anybody even uses it anymore. Never really paid attention. I love going to the library. My local library is so sweet. Librarians are so nice. Yeah, the librarians at my library were nice too. I used to volunteer there too. I would put the books away. And they were all old, really old ladies. And then the computers there still used, some of them were still on Windows 95. And XP was already out, if I remember correctly. Do you guys remember Vista? Windows Vista? You know, before Windows 7. Oh, Windows 7 was ages ago. I didn't get like a computer to use at my house until Windows 7. Played a lot of cool math games on those computers. Very cool, very cool. And then they all had membrane keyboards. I think I've explained this before. But that's part of the reason why I actually like clickety-clackety keyboards. A lot of people complain, like, oh, my keyboard's too loud. I was like, the louder the better. Because have you ever used a membrane keyboard? That shit's loud and clunky. I love it. You can, and then you can feel it in your fingers too. And I have poor vision. I have astigmatism that makes me nearsighted, so I have to feel things. Because there was a time where I didn't have glasses, so I was like blind. So my sense of smell and hearing and my touch, I had to rely on those a lot more. And I just loved, I don't know if you can hear that. I just love the sound of a clickety-clackety keyboard. I don't like membrane keyboards because the keys get stuck. But I usually opt for louder switches on my keyboards. Anyway. I gotta work on the feet. The lower parts of the leg. Because that's just a noodle. Just a noodle. But yeah, my time, I put away books and I saw all kinds of stuff. We used to rent out. We used to have DVDs there because they wanted, back then, this was before Netflix became an online only thing or a streaming service. They still gave out DVDs to rent that you ordered online and you rented them and you had to give them back by sending them in the mail, which they only recently phased out. Anyway, so we had DVDs, and I say we used to at the library I volunteered at because people would steal the DVDs and return the case. Because the Einstein who put the thing together didn't think to put the code to return the DVD on the DVD. So then we lost the DVD section because it was too expensive to replace all the DVDs that were lost. Then we had CDs. Yo, hiring CD and VHS tapes was the thing. Oh, God. Oh, yes. I remember going into, I didn't go to Blockbuster. I went to Hollywood Video. That was the only way you could see the movies you wanted to see. I remember my parents, sometimes on the weekends, like on a Friday night after my dad gets home from work, we would go to a Hollywood Video, and then we would rent something. Sometimes it was a horror movie, but there was also one tape that my brother and I would always get. It was a Donkey Kong Country VHS tape. That shit was great. Say, Donkey Kong and the Kingdom of the Crystal Coconut. Donkey Kong had a voice of an angel. He had no right to sing that good, and sing good he did. cousins used to borrow a CD for horror movies and watch it together with the light off. Crystal Coconut? Crystal Coconut. Man, that was good. And I remember the carpet. I can still smell the cotton candy boxes. Because some kid always tore open a box of the boxed cotton candy. He would pull some out, take a bite out of it, realized it tasted like shit, and then he would just leave it on the floor, and it would get stuck there. I kid you not, every week a different kid did that. That cotton candy tasted terrible, but it smelled delicious. Holy hell, I can smell it again now. I remember it, and then the carpet always smelled nice and vacuumed. It always had this sweet carpet cleaner smell, like a shampoo. And I'm starting to see that Hollywood video in my head now. And I remember I would walk around and I would see all the DVDs. And sometimes when you got too close to the brand new tapes before they had DVDs, you could actually smell the plastic, the fresh VHS tape, and then the little reel inside. It gave off this smell when it was still brand new. I miss that smell. At least, maybe it didn't always do that. Maybe it was me. Maybe I was smelling something else. Maybe I was actually smelling the lamps, the lights, the spotlight lamps that they would use to highlight the VHS tapes that were brand new, that were just in. Maybe that was the smell I was smelling. Or maybe it was the plastic that they had this extra layer of plastic to protect the VHS sleeves. You know the sleeves? And then maybe the light was warming that plastic up, and that was what I was smelling. I remember I can make rainbow by placing the CD under sunlight from window and angle it toward the ceiling. Yes! Yes! When we were waiting for the VHS tapes to rewind, because sometimes we wanted to watch the movie again. And then we would rewind the tape, or sometimes the person who had the tape before us, they didn't rewind it. So we had to rewind it first, and then we would just take the CDs out, or the DVDs out, and we would just shine it in the light, and we would create like little rainbows on the floor or on the ceiling. Man, physical media. You could just do stupid shit with it. You could fuck around with it. It was like a toy. You know, until it's like while it wasn't in use, while you couldn't use it, you would just fuck around with it. I mean, when was the last time you fucked around with a video file on your computer? I never did that. It's like if I'm not opening it or moving it or throwing it away, I'm not touching it. Man, kids these days will never know what that's like. You know, unless they get some CDs. You still can do that. A blast from the past, man. Whew. What else do I remember? Oh, and then the crazy video, or the crazy games. Game Crazy. I always wanted to rent a game. Always wanted to rent a game. But then my parents would never let us, because they were convinced there were viruses on the used games. And then that would ruin our system. It's like, yeah, not all of them. Maybe some of them. But that's not really how that works. The only reason I can't sleep at night is because of my glow-in-the-dark star stickers on my walls. They look so beautiful, man. That does sound pretty nice. Yeah, I guess CD no longer is a thing unless you bought Japanese games, because apparently they still produce physical copies. Ooh, I know they still make CDs. And cassette tapes, and you can still get VHS tapes somewhere, I think. I like having a physical copy of games if possible, because they can't take those away randomly where I can't play anymore. Yes! So these days, especially if it's Ubisoft, you don't even own the game. You own a long-term rental that you pay full price for. Like in The Crew, that one Crew game by Ubisoft. They just decided to shut the game down one day. People paid like $60 for that game, and now they can't even play it. Or in Alan Wake, they changed one of the songs because they lost the license to it. Now you can't enjoy the game as it was originally intended, because they had to change some songs. And that's not right. It's not right at all. Oh man, time marches ever onward. I don't know what I'm doing with this leg. Let me clean this up so I can figure out where I am. I remember Alan Wake. Tony the Deer is still on that wall. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Poor dude. He had it coming. Always messed around with the wrong things. Fell into the wrong crowd, you know. I'm not surprised he got himself mounted. And not in a fun way. But to think about it, most laptops and CPU builds no longer have CD readers in it. Maybe if we wanted to make physical game copies, it's gonna be through flash drives. Now you can still buy external CD players or disc players for your computer. In fact, they make Blu-ray players, but oh, that reminds me of a funny thing, because I watched a Drew Gooden video. He wanted to watch a movie on his computer. Then he realized there's no disk drive, there's no physical disk reader on his computer. So he buys a physical one. And then he realizes that that physical one can't play his movie because his movie's on a Blu-ray disc. And so his physical reader wasn't good enough. So he had to buy a external Blu-ray disc reader. Well, he still couldn't watch the movie he wanted to watch because he needed a subscription to have access to the application he needed to download in order to watch that Blu-ray disc on his computer. So then you ask yourself, well, how much is the subscription? And I think it was like $100 a year. And so he buys it, and he's like, this isn't worth it. Because the movie was like $50. The drive was $60, and then he had to pay another $100. That's God level marketing. That's like late stage capitalism right there. That's just, no, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. He had to spend like $200 just to watch his video. And then you have to ask yourself, is it even worth it? Is that DVD that good? They don't want you to watch physical copies on your computer. They want you to buy a subscription to a streaming service. People wonder why pirating is a thing. I mean, seriously. Some companies really do believe that they can do whatever they want to and then people will just hand them cash and not do anything about their bullshit. My family has a Blu-ray. We have all 3 Toy Story discs. The 4th movie never happened? Oh, but the 4th one was good. It wasn't great. It really should not have been made, but it was still it was still a solid movie. But yeah, I think maybe it would be better to move on as if it didn't happen. And then they're making a 5th one. Like, why? The public can barely justify the existence of the 4th one. Now they're making a 5th one? Oh, well. Yeah, after Landy left for college, that was it. We didn't really need anything after. And then, no, spoilers for Toy Story 4, but Woody goes off with Bo Peep. But then it's like, what if Andy comes by to check on Bonnie to see how Woody's doing? It's like, oh yeah, I lost him. You what? I think this is the irony of digital product. You feel like you own it, but no, you rent it. It's a long-term rental agreement. There's no due date. There's no return date. It's just that you gotta give it back and never have it again. But then you're still charged the same price as if you own it. It really doesn't help anybody. So they can keep selling merchandise of the characters they know people like instead of risking making new characters people don't like as much. That's just wrong. I don't like it. And that is why they made a new Cars game, new Cars movie. Because the cars, the little toy cars, they always sold really well. Except for the last movie. There were so many toy cars in all those toy stores. And they just filled all the shelves for a while. And then they filled the clearance section for a while too. I think a lot of Targets and Walmarts ended up just throwing them away. Because the movie sucked. The newest Cars movie, it just straight up sucked. Couldn't even tell you what it was about. Oh, Lightning McQueen refuses to retire. Well, it seems that it is time for me to have to go. Alrighty, Coconut. It was a pleasure having you stopping by. Have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Have a good one. Farewell, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good day, Coconut. Why throw it away instead of giving it to kids that can't get toys? Well, see, here's the thing. It would be... No, I think they did donate. Some of them did donate to, like, Goodwill. Places like that. But what I was about to say was, like, being a cynic. It's like, oh, you see, it would have been too expensive to transport those toys to where they needed to be, where the kids were, at hospitals. So they just throw them away. But I trust that some businesses did give them to like children's hospitals. Although I would imagine those cars were probably the least played with toys, wherever they ended up going. Because some of those characters just weren't really all that interesting. Like the main character, yellow car that would replace Lightning. Her name was Cruz. Ramirez? I don't remember. I couldn't tell you a single thing about her. Talking about toys, what toys did I used to have as a kid? I used to have toy cars. Because I was a kid when the original Cars came out in 2006. So I had those. I had a Woody, like a Woody doll from Toy Story 2. I had a lot of Hot Wheels. I used to have a track, and one of those looping tracks, and then I would just push the cars in there and then watch them loop until I broke the track and I couldn't use them anymore. All my toys are in boxes now. They're either in boxes if I still have them, or they were donated to Goodwill years ago. Yeah, a lot of the knickknacks and figures and action figures and things like that I have in my room, those were purchased when I was in my adult years. I don't have any. I didn't hang on to any of the toys I had when I was a kid. I remember there was this Crash in his Jeep that I got at Taco Bell, I think. I really love that thing. Some dumpster diving stuff I've seen, they damage the products on purpose to keep it from being useful to people digging in the trash so they don't get things without paying money. That's just so petty and scummy. Absolutely heart-wrenching. I used to have a gun, toys that actually fired BB bullets. Unfortunately, my parents didn't like it, so I was hiding it and find it split half and half because my grandma broke it with her knee. You'd shoot your eye out, kid. You were gonna shoot your eye out. I don't know if you've ever seen The Christmas Story. But the main character of that movie wanted a BB gun. And everyone would just tell him, you shoot your eye out, kid. Oh man, that's harsh. Just splitting it in half like that. All right, let's see here. This could use some adjusting. I gotta move the whole thing. Unfortunately, the BB gun is already forbidden in the country because the same reason with plastic shuriken to get into eyes. Yeah, they banned them in the US too, a little while back. Like a long while back, because the little rubber pellets would ricochet and it would cause kids to lose their eyes. It was very dangerous. I guess the idea was to get kids comfortable with the idea of shooting guns so that they could prepare for war or getting drafted into the army. No, it's probably nothing like that. Favorite toy was my Roboraptor. What's cooler than dinosaurs? Robot dinosaurs. Yeah, what was everybody's favorite toy? Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna have to put a we're gonna have to hold that thought for later. I have to take out the garbage this week. Then there's other chores I have to do today. Rain tomorrow. Oh, my weather app just told me there's gonna be rain tomorrow. Should be fun. Oh, and it won't stop raining until Friday. Ew. I have to wash my glove. Because I use a glove when I draw. I didn't realize it got this bad. I have to rinse this in soap and water. Yeah, Robo Dinosaur. That's really cool. Really cool. It's like a mecha Godzilla. Alrighty, guys. Hello, hello, hello? Hello? Whoops, sorry. I unplugged my drawing pad and my computer did not like that. Yeah, I really do need to clear up some space on this thing. That should not happen. Now, disconnected for a second there. Yeah, those, anyway, those helicopters. But, you know, before drones, they had, like, these little remote control helicopters. They hurt. Well, at least I heard they hurt if they smack into you. Because the blade is spinning really, really fast. I went that sounds really cool. Alrighty. Sorry for the late start today. There was some stuff I had to work on, and then I had to about in the bathroom. It's just been a mess. I really hate daylight savings. Messes everything up. And then my body reacts negatively to when I have to adjust the clocks. Because I get up the same time every single day. So whenever there's an hour change like this, it's hard to adjust to. I should be fine by next week, though. Alrighty. That being said, thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you liked what you saw today, please, and you want to see more, please, like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon if you want to. It didn't have any blades, just the 4 wings flap and it goes forward. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. That sounds really cool. A little dragonfly or like there were also birds, if I'm not mistaken, but those were highly specialized. I think. I might be misremembering it. Yeah, something that would like flap, move around without any kind of spinning blade. That's pretty impressive. That sounds like an awesome toy to have. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your day. And everyone else who stopped by. Thank you very much for coming. And I will see you in the next stream. Stay awesome, guys. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.